had a friend call, and so we got to talking. So I just stopped the stream after I realized I wasn't going to be coming back, and now I'm back, and I'll be leaving again in a couple of hours, because I'm having family come over and stay for the night. So if I suddenly leave again, or if I tell you guys, hey, I gotta go, that's them showing up. But anyway, uh, back to playing. Now, obviously, I don't remember exactly what I was talking about when the phone call came in, but I do love the heck out of this game. I liked Origins. I liked Syndicate. In fact, because I got this pre-ordered and the game, um, I'm going to get the season pass for it, and I will be getting the remastered edition of 3, which I will play. It's just like I finally got around to getting the season pass for Far Cry 5, and so I've got the third one, Far Cry 3, um, waiting for me. I've downloaded it, so it's literally just waiting for me to get around to playing it. I decided to put it off until I've completely exhausted both Far Cry 5 and Odyssey before I even start trying to play Far Cry 3. Or, hey, that's not friendly. Aw, I missed. Yeah. That was kind of cool. That's the first time I've ever had a chance to Spartan kick an alpha animal off of the top of an area. Oh, thank you very much there, Icarus. I find it really, really funny and semi-ironic that they named the eagle Icarus. I keep hitting the wrong button. I keep hitting the dodge button. Anyway, the fact that they named the eagle Icarus is just massively ironic and funny to me, because it's freaking, you know, I don't know how many of you guys have read Greek myth. I know that it's not a focus for most elementary schools anymore, and it really wasn't for mine either. But they had them in our library, and I was and still am a geek / nerd. I like to read a lot. And if my mom would get on and talk with you guys, which she will never do so, but if she were to do so, she could even back me up and say that I was a complete and total nerd when it came to the Greek myths and the Greek gods and goddesses, basically the whole Greek pantheon. And it's one of the places that I really want to go. I want to go and see the Parthenon and all that stuff eventually. I know that's a totally cliche thing to do now, but it's because I love the myths and the legends and stuff so much. I want to go and see the Lion of Leonidas, the Lion of Sparta statue, where Leonidas was buried, all that. I would love to be able to go and do all that stuff. So, but Icarus, for those of you who don't know the legends and myths, Icarus was a boy who was imprisoned with his father by a king. I don't remember the exact details. But they were really innovative engineers and inventors. And so him and his father created wings for themselves to use to fly out of where they were being imprisoned, using wax and actual feathers with branches and stuff to give a little bit more structure. And they worked, at least in the myth. In real life, they would ever work. But in the myth, it worked. And his father warned him about flying too close to the sun, basically going too far up, because it would weaken the wax and cause it to melt, and he would plunge to his death. Well, Icarus didn't listen to his father, and that's what happened to him. It was an allegory for listening to your parents, but because they usually know more than we do about a situation from life experience. But it was that, you know, and the fact that they named the girl named the eagle after that character myth is just, to me, is freaking hilarious. And now I hate that. I know it's a random population, but that's just ridiculous. Anyway, so I really liked that. I really liked all the myths and legends: Perseus, Theseus, Heracles, or Hercules, depending on where you're from and what you're doing. They call him Heracles in here. Leonidas, who was actually a real person. The Spartans in general. I would never make it in Sparta. I know I wouldn't. I'm not tough enough for it. But it's still kind of cool to learn and have all that stuff going on. So, and they cover. I'm gonna go this way first. They cover all of that stuff in this game. Pericles is the ancient father of democracy, and I'm gonna be one of the quests that I have right now is to go and speak to him. So it's all sorts of stuff like that, and the character, because Cassandra, I'm playing Cassandra, and the reason why I'm playing Cassandra is because I was a huge Xena fan growing up, and I figured, hey, it's like playing as Xena. But yeah, I'm playing as Cassandra, so Cassandra will say things, will make comments about locations that you come across on the map. When you found the cave of Kratos, which is not a reference to God of War, by the way. But when you found the cave of Kratos and the path, basically it's the mountain path that the traitor told Xerxes the First, which is why Leonidas and the 300 ended up dying, was because of that traitor telling them about the mountain path. But it was a whole thing. Yeah, bear. Poison. Come on, poison. There we go. There's sometimes a little hesitation in it when you're trying to do your special powers, and it pisses me off. But it's gotten better in the last 2 updates. Anyway, but yeah, she mentions that she even feels like a traitor just going down that path. She was in awe of seeing where the battle happened. She was in awe of going to the Lion of Sparta statue where Leonidas is buried, and you know, all that stuff. And it's just so awesome. I probably would have been just as happy if I bought one of those. What do they call it? I call it the educational copies, where there's no actual game. It's just a guided tour through all the historical ancient Greece stuff that is covered in the game. But I'm glad I got the actual game. So there's a lot of people that complain about the fact that it's not an Assassin's Creed game and stuff. I covered this in the last time I was talking, but a lot of people complain about that kind of thing. But truthfully, I think it is an Assassin's Creed game. It's got bunches of ties. Yeah, it doesn't have the Hidden Blade. It doesn't have the known bloodlines of the Brotherhood or the known bloodlines of the Templars. But yeah, that's just ridiculous. The game needs to change. It needs to expand upon the lore. It needs to move forward. It needs to grow. and I'm not gonna say it needs to, evolve, but it does need to fill out, and that's what the last two games, this one and Origins, is about, is expanding the lore, um, and everything, and I'm pretty sure, personally speaking, I'm pretty sure that once they're done expanding upon and growing the lore a little bit more, that they'll probably go back to the way it was. Either that, or we'll replay some of the same, things that we played in the originals, like, if they reboot the series that way. But who knows? Personally, compared to my experiences playing the first one, and I think I briefly also played the second one, even though I never beat them, like I said, the gameplay drove me crazy. Because the guy wouldn't let go when I wanted him to let go, he wouldn't jump when I wanted him to jump, and sometimes he would jump in the wrong fucking direction. And no, I'm one of those people, because of my autism, that if I can't get the game to do what I want it to do properly, then I'm not gonna play it. I'm not gonna torture myself to beat a game that, even if I like the storyline, if I can't play it properly. No. Anyway, it's probably why I didn't become a huge gamer until the 360 era anyway. But despite my age, despite what I sound like currently, I was born in 1998, which means I saw the first consoles, and the Neo Geos and the Ataris and the Nintendo, the original Nintendo, all that stuff. So it's a thing. What am I doing here? So is this Spartan Run camp or is this bandits? We'll find out. It says thug. Somebody at least one person in the mine being held captive. There's actually 3 people in general being held captive. Okay. I hate this hot and cold thing. Okay. Technically speaking, other than killing the leader, I could do everything that's supposed to be done in this area without being caught. Just takes practice.
I don't want to be spotted here.
Oh no shit. I thought let's have a party. Fucking. Nope, nope, nope. You don't know I'm actually here.
Better take a look. I'm imagining.
Yep, you're imagining things. That's right. Just keep believing that.
Thank the Lord. Give me a...
Killed the leader. Okay, so things didn't go down, so I'm not gonna get in trouble for killing him. Good to know. It means I can stop using my paralyzer arrows, start using my kill arrows.
Nothing in here. Let's take a look.
All right. There's probably people in the mine itself, but at least now I can wander around in here and gather loot and other things that are in the area before I go into the mine. That. That. Okay. Something went doo-doo-doo nearby. Up there, okay. Probably other places too, but that's the first one I saw. Oh, good, arrows. Normal arrows though, damn it.
Can anyone hear me?
Shh! I hate the fact that they do that. Get out of here, lady. Okay. Out here and up. Okay. Just let go. Thank you. No, I don't need a light. Dude, shut up.
By the gods! Thank you, Mistios! Let me out! Τι γίνεται? Thank you. I owe you my
Dude, I killed everybody that's in here. There's nobody in here other than the hostages. Oh, come on. Climb the damn rock. You can climb everywhere else. And Apparently I have a quest item. Alright. That's something that I read about in the loading screens, is that if you're already running and you keep running, when you call Phobos, which is your horse, and yes, that's Black Unicorn, I pre-ordered, um, you will automatically mount the horse.
Here, Hunter. Finding much game in these parts?
A physician will pay me well for bear livers. He says he needs them for medicine.
Bear livers? Sounds awful.
There's too many bears around here anyway. They'll be hunted by somebody eventually. Might as well make medicine out of them.
So you want me to deliver it to the physician?
You got it. The job will be finished once it arrives.
I'll help you.
It must be done quickly. You have my thanks.
Here, stranger.
Because bear livers, that's why. I love that. Where did my horse go? I hate when it does that. I have to call it again. Bear! There you are. Ah, let's go, Phobos. Another bear?
Move!
I intentionally didn't go towards where I was supposed to go so that I wouldn't bring the bear to the quest person. Ow. Hurt myself scrubbing my neck earlier. In the shower.
A hunter told me you'd be expecting this.
Ah, just what I needed. Take this for your trouble, Mistios.
Okay. I believe I have the boots too. Yeah. So I've got 3 of the 5 pieces of armor I need for the set, but the boots aren't as good as the ones that I'm wearing, so the hell with that. Besides, I'm not going to wear the whole set anyway because I don't really use the fire stuff. Fire is unpredictable. And will actually, if you catch an enemy on fire and they keep coming after you, you will actually catch fire. So, yeah, I'd rather not. I'm gonna go on foot. Stupid deer. They're actually hinds. In fact, I killed an alpha hind. I wanna say that I killed the golden hind, but yeah. Anyway, uh, I already killed an alpha hind for this mission from a daughter of Artemis, which I don't know why they call them the daughter of Artemis instead of just I don't know Amazons, but whatever.
Of all the things.
You say somebody stole something?
Somebody stole something? Look around. Bandits took almost everything. And worst of all, they stole my family's vase. After so many generations, it's gone.
I carry with me something passed down from my mother. I appreciate the value of family heirlooms.
It's strange how inanimate objects can generate real feeling in us, isn't it?
How much is this vase worth to you?
I pay a substantial amount of drachmi for it. A very substantial amount. Is finding my vase something you could do?
You mean this?
My vase! You found it!
Master, I have a concern.
A concern about what?
How do we know that this Misthios isn't one of the people who took it in the first place?
That's a good question.
Let me talk to her privately to be sure.
Yet another example of why I'll miss you when you're gone.
Misthios, I know you must have taken the vase from the bandits, but that's not the point. I have a favor to ask of you.
Unless I know what it is, I won't know if I can gift you with this favor.
You're willing to hear me out. That's a start.
What kind of favor are we talking about?
My master recently told me that after the coming summer solstice he will release me. But I don't want to go. I want you to say that I told the bandits where to find the vase. And then, for atonement, I will offer my services.
Well, who took my vase?
I don't want to lie.
It was taken by bandits, hiding in the copper mine north of here.
Well, you returned it, so at least there's some justice. Here's the reward I promised.
You know, your slave is very loyal. You've already granted him his freedom, but I think you should keep him on. He may even want that.
Is it true? You want to stay?
Yes, I do.
Then why didn't you say something?
It's not a slave's place to question his orders. Isn't that right, Misthios?
Even though you're a slave, your life is still your own. You should have just asked your master to stay.
Please accept my humblest apologies, Master. I will never do it again.
All is forgiven. It worked out the way it was supposed to.
Yay! All right.
Thank you for returning my family's vase.
You're welcome. Okay. That turned out better than I thought. I don't like the fact that they don't give you the entirety of the what you say. It's kind of like, it reminds me of Fallout 4, where they give you a fraction or a variation of what you actually say, instead of, you know. So it bugs me, but whatever. You just dive. Thank you. It's one of the favorite things I've got about the Origin and now the Odysseus or Odyssey. Sorry. The Odyssey, the game, is just how lifelike they made the ocean. Water in general. Deep water. Hello, Ducky. What's the problem, Ducky? You want me to stop streaming and pet you, huh? I'll think about it. Alright, guys. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna stop the stream for now. I will be most likely streaming fairly often for the next month, because of the fact that Jack's not gonna be on to talk to me and hang out. So I need to keep talking because I've noticed that since I'm not speaking as much as I used to, that my voice gets weird and my throat gets sore when I speak for long periods of time. So anyway, I will talk at you guys later, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. Talk at you later.